Right, I'm going to get into some festival news now. We have just recently received some new news about two big festivals in the UK. The first being from the team at Blue Dot. They've released a message. I don't think I'm going to read the entirety of this press release because it's pretty big, but we'll go until it's boring. It is with incredibly heavy hearts that we've announced the postponement of Blue Dot from the 22nd to 25th of July 2021. We're happy to confirm that all three level stage headliners, Bjork, Groove Armada and Metronomy, will join us in these new dates, and we're working to transfer as many of the 2020 artists and speakers to Blue Dot 2021 as possible. But the thing that I'm taking away from this, number one, they already postponed Blue Dot to much later on in the year. They were putting it back to, I think, the 21st of July. This now taking place a year later than that. But the interesting part is that they're confirming that those headliners are going to go ahead. So Bjork, Groove Armada and Metronomy. That's exciting. I didn't realize Metronomy, that's literally like, Jodrell Bank is like the other side of that hill from where I am now. So if I'm still here, then Metronomy? I think so. That joins the long list of festivals that have been cancelled so far, and that one obviously going into July. Previously we were looking quite in depth at May, June. July obviously is now a big one. Another festival that joins those ranks is Scotland's biggest festival, which is TRNSMT, probably Reading and Leeds' biggest kind of closest competitor in the UK. They've put out a statement saying, we're absolutely gutted to announce that due to the comments made by the First Minister of Scotland during the daily briefing on the 23rd of April, TRNSMT will be unable to go ahead as planned in July 2020. We do not want to take this step, but it's unavoidable. The health and safety of our fans, artists, staff and community will be our top priority. We're working hard with all the artist teams to try to get the 2021 lineup as close to this year's as we can, and it will be able to update this fully over the next 2 weeks. I'd like to thank the artist teams and their hard work in helping us try and achieve this. This 2021 lineup announcement will be made soon, and you'll be able to... Okay, so that's more interesting, because what they're saying is that they are moving the festival. They're trying to keep the same names, but they're going to announce it soon. Interesting. Perhaps this channel should do WTF videos for TRNSMT next year, and can just spend like 18 months doing them rather than rushing them like I did last year. But they've confirmed that it will take place the 9th to 11th of July 2021. So that's two major festivals in the UK that's taking place in July that have now been cancelled. I put this video out this week about how there's a chance that Reading and Leeds might still go ahead because it's right at the end of festival season. I'm currently thinking I'm sitting at like a 9 out of 10 that it's not. There's a 1 out of 10 chance that it will go ahead. Probably less than that, and I'm coming to just kind of accept that now. It's sad because obviously this channel was built on kind of that festival, and obviously this year the plans going into this year was to cover loads of it, and that's not going to happen, and that's really sad. Fortunately, music we can talk about regardless of coronavirus. So in terms of festivals that are still currently going ahead in July, we have Wireless, which someone made a very valid comment that until that's cancelled by our government, they won't get their insurance, so that's my understanding. The following weekend we've got TRNSMT, NASA's been postponed, Field Day has yet to be cancelled, Latitude has yet to be cancelled, Blue Dot has been cancelled. Still got Kendall Calling, Wilderness Truck, Boardmasters, Boomtown, Reading and Leeds, Creamfields, SW4 and Love Saves the Day to still hear from. One would assume that those are on their way out. Within the coming days, I would assume that we'll hear some news about that. However, in the kind of wake of all of this, there's been some really interesting festival news. So first things first, Travis Scott, by the way, has taken to Fortnite to release his new single, which as a headline is the wackiest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. However, I've seen the videos, I've just downloaded Fortnite so I can go check it out after this, but I've seen the videos and I think that's pretty cool. I've been talking about the idea of like virtual, our society becoming more obsessed with kind of virtual spaces. We've been doing this, practicing this for the last like 10, 15, 20 years since we've had chat rooms and instant messenger, so on and so forth. It's not a new concept. So moving the kind of like releases into something where you can have a new world is kind of cool. I kind of like that. I tried to join Block by Block West last night, which was the festival that was planned to be had on a Minecraft server, but I think there were like 3,500 spaces on the server, and there was definitely a lot more than 3,500 people trying to get on. So I think it's fair to say that that's they need some more space there. They're currently rescheduling, that's the 16th of May, which I fully intend on trying to trying to go and check that one out because I think that'd be really fun. And Dork Magazine has announced that they're putting on their own festival called Homeschool, that 8th to the 10th of May. Artists include like Alfie Templeman, Apray, Bad Sounds, Blocks, Cavetown, and a whole heap of artists that I've never heard of. So that's going to be a series of music that's going to be played across that weekend, put together by Dork Magazine in hope to raise money for NHS charities. I think this is cool. This is where we're really thinking outside the box as people. I really love this. I really, really like that. In terms of real festivals, Slam Dunk Festival, which moved themselves to September, have just signed Alkaline Trio and The Used to play. That's cool. I would be tempted to go to that. Is that in Leeds, Slam Dunk? Yeah. It is. 5th of September, Hatfield House, including headliners Don Brocco and Sum 41. So, yeah, always a bit of a fun day out at Slam Dunk, but that's currently still going ahead, and they've added new artists to it, which is interesting when it comes to festival news. That concludes this week's festival news section. Tune in more next week for any updates that happen over the next 7 days, but now we're going to go back to some music.